Hello and welcome to this episode of Healthy Shift Worker TV, and today we're going to be talking about why eating less and exercising more will not lead to sustainable weight loss, and especially if you're working 24/7. So if you're new to these videos, I'd like to say welcome. My name is Audra Starkey. I'm the founder of the Healthy Shift Worker, and I work with shift workers and organisations to help to improve their overall health and well-being through better sleep and nutrition programs, along with face-to-face workplace wellness seminars. So today I want to talk about weight loss, and I know that this is something a lot of shift workers struggle with. And I want to talk to you, I guess, if you are one of these people that can resonate with this situation where you've become into that mindset where you're really focusing on restricting your calories, and maybe you're just sweating it out at the gym, day in or week out, and maybe you've lost a little bit of weight initially, but now it's all come to a stop and nothing is happening for you. First and foremost, I want to let you know that it is not your fault at all. It's just that the advice that you've been given has probably not just served you that well. Now, the reason why you will lose weight, obviously, initially is, having less food and exercising more. Of course, it's eventually you're going to start losing weight. But your body, as a human being, of how we've evolved over the thousands and thousands of years, it's not silly. It's going to start working out, okay, I'm in trouble here. I'm not getting enough food. That is, I'm not getting enough nutrients in the food that I'm eating that is able to sustain me, to keep me alive. My life is in danger. So I need to start slowing things down. I need to start looking at changing the way that her body is functioning, his or her body is functioning, because her life is in danger. That is exactly how your body feels. You're exercising to the extreme, but you're not eating enough. Your body thinks it's not safe. So what it's going to start doing, it's actually going to start changing how all of your endocrine system works, all your hormonal systems, and one of them includes your thyroid. Now, your thyroid is responsible for your metabolism. So what happens if your body gets a signal, it's not getting enough food, but you're exercising too much, oh my gosh, your life is in danger, then it's going to send a signal to the thyroid to stop, to slow down your metabolism. So we know if you've got a slow metabolism, obviously that's going to make things harder to lose weight. So what is happening here when you're undernourished, exercising too much, which is, I know a lot of the advice that we've been given out there, the standard advice to lose weight, but as how we've evolved as a human being, it actually thinks it's not safe. So it will start putting in survival mechanisms such as slowing down your metabolism to stop you from preventing from losing weight anymore. And a lot of things other reproductive hormones start slowing down as well, because reproduction in a time of famine is not an ideal situation. So they don't, the human body doesn't want you to be able to reproduce. So, that's where fertility things can also, over the long term, can also start to show as well. So I just want you to kind of, instead of thinking of the calorie deprivation kind of mindset, is to really replace that with nutrients. So let's forget about calories and think more towards nutrients, because it's the nutrients that quite literally keep us alive. And we only get nutrients from eating sufficient amounts of foods, and ideally it's the whole real foods. It's the minimally processed foods that are going to be able to provide your body with all the nutrients that it needs to work all of the trillions of biochemical reactions that go on throughout your body every single day. So if you're starving your body of that right food, then your body starts to become out of balance, or homeostasis as we refer to it. And that's why, you can, for some people, that weight loss can actually stop. Your body no longer feels safe to be able to lose the weight for you. So instead, making sure that you're eating sufficient amount of food is really important, but it's got to be the right type of foods. And as I said, from my personal opinion is that I don't like the words calories, because it just thinks of calorie restriction and deprivation. It's kind of just not a fun way to live, but thinking more of, is the food that's in front of you, is it going to nourish me? Does it contain a lot of nutrients and whole? And if it's more whole real foods, then absolutely, most definitely will. And of course, like if you're on days off, you've had plenty of opportunity to be able to sleep well, then more of the high intensity and exercise is fantastic. It's wonderful. Exercise and movement is really important. Of course, I want to make sure that I get that point across as well. But if your body is, for example, if you've been on a lot of night shifts, or you've done a lot of early shifts, your body really is biologically stressed, because it's functioning on, perhaps less sleep than it normally is. So it's kind of already in a survival state. So if we kind of not eating enough and we're exercising on top of that, then again the body feels threatened, and everything sort of starts to kind of slow down. So save the gym, maybe the hardcore gym sessions, as I said, maybe when you're on your days off, or at least when you've had plenty of opportunity to catch up on some sleep, because then your body feels safe, and it's more likely to be able to help you with that long-term weight loss, if that's the goal that you're looking for. Well, I hope you found that interesting, a little bit insightful. Feel free to go to my website at healthyshiftworker.com to learn more. Otherwise, I will see you next week.